Angels and guides, we all have them. And it is so beautiful. And if you aren't sure what I mean by guides, I'm certain that you have some kind of impression about the word angel, an angelic being, a celestial being, a being that is in another dimension, think heaven or think fifth dimension, and that can reach us because of their angelic capabilities. And we can have earth angels too. There could be somebody on the ground that feels like an angel to you because of what they have given you or done for you or how they have guided you in your past. And guides. I like to think of guides as any kind of a being that wants to support the earth realm. And when I speak of guides, I am speaking of guides in other dimensions. Think ancestors. Think that you have, maybe your parents have crossed over and they're still in touch with you. Maybe your grandparents or your great-grandparents, and you have a connection with them from beyond, from the other side of the veil. Well, the veil is thinning. If you haven't noticed, since 2020 especially, and most certainly since 2012, the cosmos are shifting and the veil is becoming thinner. It is easier for us to be aware of other dimensional energies, and they've always been aware of us and supporting us. We're just getting a little smarter about it and feeling their energy easier now because the frequency of our earth is raising. It really is. It has to do with the whole shift that's happening for humanity. Back to guides. So I really like to listen to my guides. And I say that because when I don't listen to them, I find out that things happen. For example, this morning I had a chiropractor appointment, and it starts at 9 o'clock, takes me 10 minutes to get there. And at 8:30, I got the hit that I should go to my chiropractic appointment. I was like, why would I want to do that? I'll be there way too early. So as soon as I got this nudge, this celestial nudge, or this idea from a guide or an angel, I was instantly, my ego went, oh no, I don't think so. And never giving this actual hint or idea from my guide any substance at all. So I ended up fixing the smoothies for my husband and I, and anyway, those were ready, so when I came back from my chiropractor appointment, I'd be all ready and those would be ready for breakfast. Well, so I got in the car, and don't you know, I pulled out, it takes me 10 minutes to get there, I pulled out and sat still in my car for almost 15 minutes. Pulled out on the one road, the only road that can get me there, and traffic was stopped. Nobody was coming this way, nobody was coming that way, we couldn't see what was wrong. So my little 10-minute drive turned into a 25-minute drive because I sat still for 15 of the minutes, and of course I was late. So I kind of missed my slot for the appointment with the chiropractor. So then I got this nudge, make sure and ask the receptionist if the doctor has time to see you today because you're late and you just messed up his schedule maybe. So I asked her if did I need to leave and come back at another time? She said, oh, no problem, just stick around. Well, what I really wanted to know, but I didn't ask, was, does the doctor have a new patient visit? Because he's a chiropractor, and those take anywhere from 30 to 60 minutes. And if I bump up into one of those, I've got to all of a sudden wait 30 minutes before I can see him. I did not ask that, though, but that was the hit that I got. And I didn't want to be a bother, that kind of stuff, so I went back to get my neck traction. I got that, and the machine didn't work. And I didn't want to bother somebody else anyway, but I got the nudge. I got the nudge from a guide that when the woman hooked me up on the machine, I knew that machine didn't work sometimes. I wanted to say to her, would you please stay and wait to make sure this machine works for you, leave. And I didn't say that, but I got the nudge. Do you see how many nudges now this is that I got that I did not give the full body and the full attention that they deserved? I basically ignored 4 major nudges from my guides this morning. And now when I tell you the next part, so then I had to wait until they could come back and help me, and then I had to get reset up in the machine. Well, you can imagine what's next. So by the time I got out of there, I walked in and stayed in the chiropractor's office for 27 minutes waiting for him because he was in a new patient appointment and couldn't adjust me for the other time. So because I did not listen to those 4 nudges that came in as unspoken, there wasn't even words around them as much as there was an idea. I did not entertain that idea seriously. And man, did it cost me a lot of time. So something that normally is an hour from beginning to end took me over 2 hours. And that's an extra hour that I had scheduled in my busy work day, and it really hit me hard. So it hit me in a way that I will learn, and I'm going to listen to these nudges now, these beautiful, loving nudges that are coming from my guides or my angels, however you choose to think about it, that are here to support me and make my life easier. I'm Connie Keene with Quantum Energy Infusion, where everything is energy.